we couldn't move the ball. We couldn't convert. We couldn't stop them. That's a bad recipe, man. That's hard to win football games. So we go down 21-3 at half. And I think the gauntlet was laid by Coach Walters. From everything I've heard, is he didn't pull any punches, didn't hold anything back. He let them know that this is not acceptable. And I'll tell you, Purdue played a lot better in the second half. I mean, it was like night and day. It was a different team. We started flying around on defense, made some plays offensively. They kicked it into another gear, went tempo, moved the ball up and down. And it was a very, very competitive second half. Very competitive second half. I thought that was what I was hoping would happen from the beginning, and we just didn't. It was like we weren't ready to play, or we weren't. I don't know what it was, but we didn't start out the game in the first half like we did in the second half. Second half looked like we could play with them.
Kitch, how do you explain? I saw some comments from Coach saying that his team came out flat. How do you explain that? A Friday night game, a big rivalry game, a team that's kicked your ass 16 times in a row. How are you not ready to play?
I don't know. That is shocking. But they were. I completely agree with him. They were flat. But I have no idea when you've got a team that, since probably some of these kids, they're walking around in diapers. They've never seen was Purdue beat Wisconsin, or they never knew that they could. That's a bad deal that you come out flat against a team that like that, and maybe it's in their head. I don't know. They're going to have to get it out of there at some point. So, I mean, there was a lot of years that Wisconsin couldn't touch us. I mean, it seemed like a win until Barry Alvarez got there. That was a win you chalk up on the schedule every year, and then they've turned their program around. So I don't know. I can't figure out how we come out flat. And like I said, I think it took a serious ass chewing at halftime for them to kick it into gear. And so maybe that's what's going to take at the beginning of the game. I don't know. Who knows but I have a feeling this was not a pleasant week of practice for the Boilermakers. I just get that feeling. Like I said, I think that there was a lot of soul searching, a lot of, I think that they're challenging a lot of guys that have done good things for our program are being challenged right now to step up their game. So I think this has been a rough week, and I think you're going to see a team come out, hopefully respond to the challenges that are being laid.